Welcome back to the John Trading channel. This video is going to be my price prediction for HBAR in 2023. Can Hedera Hashgraph reach back to the old all-time highs over 1000% away? I truly believe it can, and I even have a bigger and better price target from here. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video. Make sure you like the video, you're subscribed, and leave a comment if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos. Let's now figure out exactly what HBAR is and what it does. Firstly, you can see right here, it's the number 34th most valued cryptocurrency. It's got a market cap right now of $1.5 billion. Now, what is Hedera HBAR? Hedera is the most used sustainable enterprise-grade public network for decentralized economy that allows individuals and businesses to create powerful decentralized applications, also known as dApps. It is designed to be a fairer, more efficient system that eliminates some of the limitations that older blockchain-based platforms face, such as slow performance and instability. It was funded through an initial coin offering back in August of 2018 and first launched open access to its mainnet just over 1 year ago. The HBAR token has a dual role within the Hedera public network. First and foremost, HBAR, the fuel that powers Hedera services such as its smart contracts, file storage, and regular transactions. Second, it's used to help secure the network since HBAR users can stake their tokens to assist with maintaining the integrity of the platform. So we can first see that the Hedera services are very interesting. Smart contracts, file storage, transactions. You can also stake your HBAR in order to gain more tokens. You're actually providing liquidity to the platform. You can invest and actually assist in maintaining the integrity of the platform. So it's an extremely positive use case for Hedera. It has got a large $1.5 billion market cap, so it's definitely not a shitty coin. It's definitely one of those more established coins, and that's why I do actually believe in this project. It's not a project that's gone down to a $50 million market cap. Even at right now, the low of the bear market in crypto, it's still got $1.5 billion invested, and we could easily see a 10x from there, since we are looking at the price to go at least back to the old all-time high, which is exactly 1000% away, which would mean that this market cap would also need to 10x. And especially when we get back into the crypto bull run, going to a $15 billion market cap really is unrealistic for some of these coins that have got a true decentralized app creation system, and they're actually really useful, such as smart contracts, file storage. We're going to need this in cryptocurrency. From a technical point of view, Hedera is a form of a distributed ledger technology. It is a hash graph or consensus algorithm where users agree on the order in which transactions should be performed. However, Hedera is not exactly a blockchain. It has its own distinctiveness and works differently. With Hashgraph, all transactions are branched, merged, no block equivalent is thrown away, and each is used to reach consensus. Now that we've looked into what is HBAR, and I'm quite convinced that this is definitely one of the top cryptocurrencies that could definitely perform in the next bull run, because not only has it got a great team, got really great services, decentralized applications. So we're definitely interested in HBAR, and we're even more interested because we are making lower prices. Basically, the goal of trading is always to be buying low and be selling higher. So if we can get into HBAR at this potential price, it definitely leaves us with a lot of room for growth. As I was just speaking about, back to the old all-time high, it's roughly 1075% away. So basically an 11x potential on your money right when we're reaching just the old all-time high. The first level I'm super interested in on HBAR is going to be through this level through here. So the reason that is through here we did have a lot of support. Even through here you can see support. What happens when this support level gets broken? It's now going to act as a resistance level. So we had a massive decline in this area here, breaking this support of HBAR. Now, what's going to happen is when this support area gets broken, it's now going to act as a resistance level in the market. If you do a lot of backtesting on this particular strategy, known as a support to resistance flip, you'll find that these are extremely common in the market, and they definitely hold up extremely well. So right now at our price, if we're looking, we're roughly at that 5-cent price. Back to my first target would be roughly 280%, nearly a 300% gain on this particular trade, which would be absolutely fantastic, especially if you need to put potentially the right stop loss on this trade would be somewhere around 30%. So you'd only be able to take a really tiny position size, since I'm always preaching that you can only risk 2 to 3% of your entire portfolio on any single trade to be a consistent trader. But even with a 30% potential stop loss, you can still have close to a 300% gain, which is a 10 to 1 risk to reward. And even if this trade is only a 50-50 trade, means it's going to win 50% of the time and lose 50% of the time. If you plug that into your trader's equation, you'll find that it's an extremely profitable strategy, since you get a massively positive trader's equation. So this is actually going to be one of my first targets for HBAR in 2023. If we now do some price discovery and we potentially look at higher prices that HBAR can reach, even higher than its old all-time high, which I do think potentially could act at least as a small resistance level in this area, but I don't think it will act as a major resistance level. We did have a bit of a double top. Price could come up to this area before we have a bit of a decline, before looking for at least one price higher. The trade I like to do with this is called the trend-based Fibonacci extension tool. So we bring it down to this low here, which is the all-time low back in 2020. We drag it up to the high here, which is at this 59, close to 60 cent mark. And then we drag it to this current low, which was just happened in early 2023. You can see we now get this population of Fibonacci levels, and the level that I'm looking for is known as this golden zone. Right in this area, it's the 1618 to 175 level in the market. And it's actually signaling to us the HBAR could look at that $1 price target from here, which would roughly be a 20x. So if we look at our current price being roughly 5 cents, looking up and looking at our top target, so you can see that is a 20x potential on this particular trade. But when we go back and look at the market cap currently for Hedera is $1.5 billion. So we basically need to ask ourselves, can Hedera do a 20x on a $1.5 billion market cap? Because that's how it works. As soon as we get a 20x in price, it needs to also 20x in market cap, which is going to put it close to that $30 billion per project. If we compare these to some of the latest cryptocurrencies, so obviously Bitcoin has got a $519 billion market cap. Let's look at around this $30 billion market cap. You can see roughly where XRP is now. So we need to be able to say to ourselves, can we actually basically take over XRP's spot? And if you think about it, I do think it has some potential, because we're currently in the midst of a bear market. We really haven't seen that bull market rally that we've seen in previous years just yet, but I do think it's around the corner. So you would also expect projects like XRP to double, triple, quadruple if we are in the next bull run. So basically, we'll be able to fill in this spot while XRP stays at number 6, but is also 5 to 6 times price. So if you think about that, it would basically mean we'd still have to be in roughly where we are, somewhere around the top 20 coins, which actually does make a lot of sense. Because once we see Bitcoin, you see before it did have that $1 trillion market cap. So once we're in the bull market, say Bitcoin is at that $1.5 trillion market cap. Ethereum is a $700 billion market cap. So I definitely think that a lot of these coins are going to stay in their position right here. Maybe HBAR would be able to take over somewhere around this 14th, 15th place, which is currently number 4 with that $1.5 billion market cap. They need to be able to place it in that understanding and say, is it possible for HBAR to 20x in market cap? Because if we're talking about, say, a $10 million coin that's only got a $10 million market cap, of course it has a potential to 20x. Because a $10 million market cap times 20 is a $200 million market cap, which makes a lot of sense for a lot of coins, especially the good ones that have the right services, apps, everything like that. So you need to really understand it in that case and say, can we get to that 30 million, which it is pushing it a little bit, but there's definitely some potential, especially when we see the entire crypto market in the massive bull run. So this is going to be my initial target right through here for HBAR, roughly 300% trade. The second trade I would at least take a little bit off is the all-time high. Reason being is we've got at least a small amount of resistance. We've got prices up here, we've got prices up here, we've got prices up here, and you can see right through this level, basically back at the all-time high in this area, roughly that 40 to 50 cent mark would be a perfect area to at least take a certain percentage off this particular trade. And my final price target would actually be up here at this $1 mark, roughly 2,000% away for HBAR. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos.